Welcome back to Let's Play Tekken 5 Devil Within. Now, I want you guys to pay attention to this text right now. This is where it gets a little weird and frankly a little creepy. So, Jin discovered that G Corp. Oh, it was G Corporation that built the Heihachi clone. Okay, that actually makes sense. So, according to this text, the lab that he was going through was actually built on top of some ruins. And when he looked into the monitor, he fucking saw Ogre and thought he saw the thing smile. Those opening sentences right there, I think set the tone pretty well for what's about to come. This is about to get a little weird and a little nifty, but you're gonna see why. Alright, so now I'm running around a bunch of ruins, and I said before in the first two levels that they're not really too badly designed. I mean, they're a little easy to get lost in, but they don't have like any different elevations. No crazy rooms to go through, nothing crazy in the platform department. It was all relatively straightforward. I mean, it did get a little confusing in like level 2, but besides that, it wasn't so bad. This is where this is where I started to get stuck the first time. This is where things start to go a little downhill. Alright, so the first thing you want to do when you get into this one giant room is immediately hug your right, go break the wall, and crack the floor there. That one opening right there had me stuck for like 10 minutes. I was like, where the fuck do I go? And then I realized, oh yeah, you can go through the floors, except for the fact that unlike levels 1 and 2, the trap doors here that you can bust open are a little more discreet. They're not very easy to spot, and you gotta use your eyes a little bit. You gotta spot the differences in the cracks of the floor. The tiles that have giant cracks like cemented right to the center of them, those are generally ones you want to try and break. And I haven't explained this before, but the way you go ahead and break them is by double jumping or just single jumping, and then you press a square move on the way down, so you basically do a ground punch. That's the best way I find to do it. I'm certain there's other ways, but that's generally how I gravitate to doing stuff like that. So yeah. Also, I think I've explained this before, but I have not collected everything in this game mode. I couldn't really be bothered to do so because, you know, it's just a bunch of items you can buy normally, and odds are they're characters I'm not even going to use, like fucking Law or Paul, characters I have no desire to use whatsoever. But I'm going to pick them up whenever I see them. I mean, with me in platformers, I generally am the explorative type. Thanks to games like Mario 64, which made me very anal about just exploring every single nook and cranny I can, depending on how much time I have. I don't know, if it's something that's like generally more fast-paced, I'm not really explorative, or if a game pisses me off, or it's just not very interesting to go through, then I won't bother. But other than that, I generally will go ahead and explore, try to find stuff, and have a little bit of fun. This game does offer a bit of exploration, but it's nothing that's like awe-inspiring, like something from like Banjo-Kazooie. I'm certain you can gather that already just by looking at this, because, you know, it's kind of a platformer that's shoehorned with Tekken 5, and yeah, you don't have to look too much into it. Well, I will say this. As a free game mode that's thrown in with Tekken 5, which, let's be real here, if you're getting Tekken 5, you're buying that game just for the fighting aspects alone. I think this is a fun little distraction for what it usually is. Like, if you're bored, if you're between matches and you're like, yeah, I want to kill some time. Hey, wait, Tekken 5 happens to have this platform mode in it that's a little bit more fun side. And it's not that bad. It's, I wouldn't pay money for this. God, I would not pay money to have this as a standalone game. Unless they, like, fleshed it out to the extreme, made it really fun. I'm just saying, that's me. I can appreciate when companies like to have spin-off games and, like, explore other genres, but only when they're dedicated to it, and only when it's, like, a standalone thing, and they actually put a good amount of effort into it. So stuff like this, I'm not sure where I was going again. Actually, I haven't mentioned this yet, but Tekken 5 also happens to come with arcade modes for the first 2 or 3 Tekken games. I'm not sure about 3. I'll have to double check that one, but I do know it happens to come with the arcade versions with all playable characters for Tekken or no, god damn it, Bob. Tekken's 1 and 2. Which I don't think you have to unlock them. I think they're different where you go, which is kind of nice because it allowed me to see what people were liking about Tekken 1 and 2 before, well, Tekken 3, and how that was apparently like the most popular one. I hear people love Tekken 2 as well. I don't know. I'm more the kind of guy who will only really like a game if its mechanics are really good, and frankly, for me, Tekken 6 and onwards mechanics are just so solid. Like I just can't really get into them. That's just me though. I mean, I'm certain there's a lot of good reasons like balanced characters or all the good stuff that would make Tekken 4 backwards really fun. But I just don't like how floaty it is and how slow it is in comparison to like Tekken 6. I mean, I know I did say earlier I was chastising the story mode earlier in Tekken 6, but the mechanics are good enough that I can look past it. And well, frankly, Lars is like maximum bro level for me in the series. Call him cheap, but he's a character that got me interested in Tekken to begin with. So without him, I probably would not have been as into the series I am today. So yeah, that would just about do that. I think it's also the same vein how I don't like Soulcalibur 2 as much as everyone else. I don't know. I started with 4, then I got 3. No, I got 3, then 4, then 5, then finally 2. So by the time I got the 2, which is the GameCube version, by the way, with the one with Link, I was like, it's okay. I mean, outside Nightmare, but I would only really play Tekken. God damn it! I would only play Soulcalibur 2 for Nightmare because that's like a very unique version of him. That's like the only version of Soulcalibur that has Siegfried and Nightmares combined in one character, and gameplay is really nice and all. But yeah, that's for another day. I might actually do some Soulcalibur playthroughs. I am on the fence about this. I'm definitely gonna do 5 because that's like absurdly short, and I wouldn't mind getting a laugh out of it with like Brandon or some other friends of mine who are into Soulcalibur. But yeah, I might do 3 for Chronicles of the Sword, but that god damn, Chronicles of the Sword is like one of the most painful fucking games ever. I do not like that game. Ugh. I mean, I explain it like this game. If it's combined with the package, then yeah, it's pretty good. But even there, where it's combined with Soulcalibur 3 and it's completely free, ugh, I still do not like it. Although a lot of people go through an entire story mode with Cosmos, so I'm not sure. Totally not gonna use Cosmos for as my main character or anything. Oh no, definitely not. Totally going to. All right, where am I going with this? Cover story, cover where this plot's going. I don't know. I think I'm only in part 3, and here I'm already hitting brick walls with the commentary. So, fart in the wind. Now there was a point I wanted to bring up though. I do not remember what it was. Oh, that was it. Sorry guys. I know I'm usually a little better with the commentary than this, but I'm just so not used to doing post commentary and just sitting down and trying to organize all my thoughts together in one sentence. That's not how I do things. I am usually very all over the place with my train of thought. So yeah, bear with me. The reason why I'm actually tackling Tekken games and what my channel is about and how it kind of clashes with it. I know I've established many times before. My overall goal with my YouTube channel is to tackle every anime video game out there, at least as far as I can get my hands on, which would pretty much be all of them, more or less. Until I get a DS capture card anyway. That's when shit's really gonna hit the fan. Damn! But why am I doing Tekken if I have goals to do it? Well, for starters, it's my fucking channel, not yours. Nah, I'm just kidding about that one. I enjoy the hell out of Tekken, so even if I wasn't doing it, I would do it anyway. So, yeah. I'm gonna do other video games besides anime games that I really enjoy, but those are gonna be few and far between. Like, I'm gonna do Resident Evil 4, I'm gonna do Metroid Prime, so probably I'm just gonna be doing a bunch of Japanese games and American developed ones, but yeah, those are gonna be far off in the future. I got a few other games to get through right now before doing this. And also, Tekken itself as a franchise has like solidified itself across so many different forms of media. There's no way I couldn't get to it. Like, it's had animated movies, it's had an anime movie, it's had live action stuff, it's had some cameo appearances in some offshoot PSP games. I forget what it's called right now. Queen's Gate, Queen's Blade, something like that. It was a PSP game and it was very ecchi. By ecchi, I mean very fan servicey. That's the best way I could do it. And they randomly had Lily in there, so might do something for that in the future if I can. I don't know. Needless to say, that's one you guys probably are gonna want to watch, but might do it. I don't know. It's got one chick from Demon King Daimao who was like the only girl I liked in there, Junko. I'm like, what the fuck is she doing in here? You serious? Dude? Yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, here we are at the best area in the whole fucking game. My god. I don't know what it is about this one fucking place. This area right here, this giant funnel of a room mystifies me. I don't know why. It's just so hard to actually navigate and actually keep track of where you're going, because as you see right now, you can either ascend or descend with like a couple of floors in between. So it's not, you wouldn't think it'd be that hard, but until upon further inspection, you realize every door you can access right now, you cannot do anything in. You can't advance. Like this door right here, you can walk into it, but it leads to a dead end, as evident by the map right now. You can't go further. So my first time playing, I seriously got stuck here for like half an hour. I was like, what the fuck do I do? What's going on here? Until I eventually realized there is more to this room than what you can normally access. By the way, there's a rotor right there if you want to get that. I'm going to get it because I'm a little anal like that. It is right there too, so why not? You jump on this platform. See that ledge? Reach up, grab it. Done. Oh my god. You would not believe how much of an asshole I felt, or a dipshit I felt after realizing that, after just trudging back and forth through all these different hallways. Just like, where the fuck am I going? God damn. Nah, you just gotta go in and you're fine. Seriously, that one room, oh my god, this mode right here is not necessarily why I qualify as a really good level design. I mean, it's fine, but it's not just cut and dry shit, nothing really organic or anything cool. That one room though, I like that because it deliberately fucks with you. It's like, yeah, you have these options, you have like 2 or 3 doors that you would be led to believe you can access. But lol, no, those are just decoys for what you can really access, which is up above. That's a dick move. I kind of like it. That's actually not that bad. I don't know. Maybe I just have a thing for level design that is not overtly difficult, but also requires a bit of thinking into realizing, hey, yeah, you just gotta take a step back, actually analyze your surroundings, and go for it. I also like how it's bait and switch with the doors that make you believe you have options, but really you don't. Alright, so what I'm coming upon right now is another room that had my balls in a vice grip for the longest time, because like I said before, those devil emblems I would just like pick up casually if I saw them. Oh god, I gotta sneeze. Can you imagine how long does he be going on for? No, anyway. So up there, there's a fucking devil emblem up there. So my train of thought right now is like, hey, I can see if I can get that. I can't imagine why I didn't get it the first time though. So hey, let's go ahead and try it. Boop. Knock this over there. By the way, if you leave these platforms alone for too long, I should probably mention this earlier actually. But if you leave these sliding platforms a little bit too long, they'll automatically like deteriorate like that, just like just sink into the goddamn floor. I actually love that animation. Sinks to the floor and respawns, so that way you can do it again. But sometimes it's just so quick, you're literally just pressing yourself up against the timer to get it done. Alright, so the way you solve this room is you knock that one down onto the switches on the floor, the door deactivates, and all is good in the world. However, I am hell bent on getting that fucking devil orb right now, or a devil orb. I think it's a good way to call it though. Devil emblem. I'm just like, there has to be a way there. As of right now, I see one of 3 different possibilities I can use to do that. There's this way method right now, which is jumping from that platform up. There's this way, which is like turning around the corner in order to get it, or they're standing on that platform down there in order to somehow reach my way up to do this. Also, collapsing platforms. So now I spend like a good, God, it's been a month. How long was that? I think like a good 15 minutes trying my damnedest to get up there. I'm just like, how the fuck do you do this? What is this? It's the best part is it looks like it's so easy too, because Devil Jin's arc with a double jump is actually not that bad. It's actually pretty good. But now I'm just like, oh, how the fuck do you do this? Where am I going? So I literally just spent 15 minutes just filling with every single possibility I can think of. Until right here, I'm like, should I leave? Should I leave this alone? Come back for later? Nah, I'm gonna get this motherfucker. So get this. Well, it's actually not here. So remember, these platforms are also collapsing. That are right in front of the fucking emblem. Nope, can't push that against the wall. I'll reach up there. So shit, what do I do now? Well, you wouldn't believe it, but if you time your jumping just right, like this, and actually because this is back in July, I had to edit this. Yeah, I got it. Ah! No, really. I felt like such a dipshit when I realized I can just do that when I just wasn't timing my like jumps correctly. So naturally, because I have status quota fill, I went ahead and did a little assumption music there. So feeling like a dipshit. So I'm like, okay, yep, time to move on with my life. Time to actually go on and do other things and find other adventure elsewhere. And next time you'll be able to see me beat the shit out of Ogre, and all it's gonna be fun. So see you then.